Hey guys, it's Bethany, your crafty BFF, and I'm on today with a little bit of a craft with me and a little bit of a requested uh, tutorial, if you can call that. I'm just going to show you how I make my uh, glue pin stopper dangles. Um, my friend Marie messaged me on Instagram and asked me if I had a tutorial, and I said, no, I don't, but I have some time today. I could put one together. And so I thought we would make one. Um, I'm sure there's a tutorial out there on YouTube in YouTube land somewhere, but I figured out how to make them because, and I wish I could remember who it was that sent this to me, but I don't remember. I got this in Happy Mail, and mine's all bent now, so I'm super sad about that. But um, I just looked at what this crafter did, and that's how I learned to make them. So as you can see here, she has a bead glued on to the stainless steel pin. Um, and then she has the dangle on this side of the bead, and then she just did put some chain on there and uh, wire wrap some beads and attach the beads to the dangle. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you need are stainless steel pins. Now, I ordered these on Amazon. Um, Make sure you search stainless steel pins, and if it doesn't specifically say they're stainless steel, then don't trust it. If it's not a stainless steel pin, it will make your glue rust. The glue will rust the pin, and then it makes your glue all gross and brown. So definitely get stainless steel pins. um you need glue, and look, I just found this new glue at Hobby Lobby. It's from Aleene's. It's jewelry metal glue. I actually saw it at Walmart in the jewelry section today as well. And so far, I love it. Okay. I hate super glue, and I hate E6000. But this glue, it isn't, it's not runny at all. It's goopy and it stays where you put it, so it doesn't get all over your fingers. I hate that sensation of like super glue dried on your fingers. Ew, gross. Um, so let me sit down here. Um, okay, so that you need that, and so far, okay, it says on the box, this is what it looks like for when you buy it from Hobby Lobby. It comes in a little 3-pack for $3.49. And on the back, it says that you apply to one surface, use tip to spread adhesive, press surfaces together for several seconds until bonded. Several seconds. It says several seconds. It says fast drying. Now, I can't vouch for several seconds, but I can vouch for several minutes. It does dry in several minutes. So, like, I think I left this earlier for about 10 minutes and came back, and it was bonded and really stuck on there well. So I can vouch for 10 minutes, which is way faster than, say, E6000, which you have to let dry overnight. So anyways, we have here one that I started, but I thought that we would do one together. Like I said, you take your stainless steel pen, you take your chain. I like 8 chain links. That's how many this is. I think it's a good length for the glue stoppers, so I do 8 of them. And then you're gonna take your glue. Ooh, it came out fast there. I think I squeezed it too hard. Anyways, I'm gonna dab a little drop on here, like so, and see, it's not runny. Focus, please. I don't know if it's focusing or not. I can't see, but it stays there on the pen in a goop, in like a drop, a goop. So that's nice that it doesn't run all over the place. Now I'm going to take a small pink bead and I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to spin that around so that that glue gets good and inside the bead hole. And I'm just going to hold it there for a few seconds. And then I'm going to set it in something upside down so that it dries like that. And I'll leave it for, like I said, like 10 minutes or whatever. I'm going to make sure I close my glue back up. And there we have it. So once it dries, it will be secure on there like this. And that's all you need to do to secure the chain. And as you can see here, I've started to put some wire wrapped beads and charms on this dangle. My focal charm here is this pink fluffy ball. I think it's super cute. I've got I have this pink bead set that somebody sent me in Happy Mail. I can't remember who it was. I remembered who it was earlier, and now I can't remember, but love this little set of all these different pink beads. I think she said she got it on BB's Craft. BB Craft. I can remember where she got it from, but I can't remember who sent it. Dagnabbit. Sorry, girl. You know who you are. Anyways, so I thought while I'm at it, I would show you guys how I wire wrap a couple of beads and how I attach them to the chain. Like I said, kind of more like a craft with me, more than a like tutorial or anything, but I'm showing you how to do something and we're chatting and we're having a good time, right? So I'm gonna just pick a bead here. I'm gonna get one of my I was gonna go over the supplies. So I get this chain from in fact, I get all my jewelry supplies from Hobby Lobby most of the time. So I get this chain. It comes on a big roll from Hobby Lobby. These are the head pins that I get. They're 2-inch head pins. And they're from the jewelry shop. They look like this. And then we have the jump rings. I get the 6mm round heavy gauge jump rings. I like the heavy gauge ones specifically because they stay together a whole lot better than the not heavy gauge ones. If that makes sense. I think they're stronger and they hold better. So let's get a bead and let's get an eye pin. And I'm going to get a seed bead as what. No, actually, I'm going to do a bead cap on this, I think. These are my favorite bead caps. They look like little leaves, and they come from Hobby Lobby as well. I don't have the packaging for them, but they look just like the other jewelry shop packaging. So then I put my bead cap on there. I'm going to put my bead on. And then I'm going to put another bead cap facing the other direction so that it looks like this. And then I'm going to use a seed bead on top because I find that adding the seed bead really gives me a tighter wrap. I can't find my good wire cutters, but these will do for now. I prefer the tools. I got them all from my regular tools I got from Hobby Lobby. It's the Beadsmith brand. I talk about this often. The Beadsmith, it's worth paying the couple extra dollars for the Beadsmith brand versus the Hobby Lobby, like generic brand that they carry. I have my needle nose pliers, I have my round nose pliers, and then I usually have my wire cutters from the Beadsmith as well. These are just from Walmart. So I cut the I always put my beads on first, and then I cut the wire, leaving about an inch of wire that I'm going to work with. Then I take my round nose pliers and I put them on the very end like so. Then I start to roll the wire around the round nose pliers. I release it and come back to the top of the loop that I've made now. You can see the little loop I've started. I'm grabbing it there by the loop, and I'm going to roll forward again. Okay, I'm releasing. You can see now it's in a circle. I'm grabbing the top again, like so, and I'm rolling forward. Releasing, grabbing it by the top again, and rolling forward. I'm going to do it one more time. Release, grab from the top. Focus, please. Grab from the top and roll one more time to make it nice and tight. I like my wire wrapped beads to be nice and tight and not loose on the wire. Oh, I dropped it. So that's what it will look like. It's really simple, really easy to do. I find it so much faster and easier than the other method. So I do them this way and they work just fine. So if you do roll it and there's any extra, like, and there's any excess wire sticking out, you can take your wire cutters and just snip it off so that there's no super pokey part that will hurt anybody. So let's do that one more time. Let's wire wrap one more little bead here. Pick this one right here, and I'm going to get my head pin. I'm going to get my bead cap, slide that on, slide on my bead, slide on my other bead. Nope, I just dropped it. Hold on, let me find one here in my little jewelry thing. Sorry for the sniffling, guys. My autoimmune disorder is acting up and making me sniffle constantly. It's so annoying. Okay, so then I put my other bead cap on like that. And then I take a seed bead and put that on top. Like so. I'm going to snip off the wire and leave about an inch above the seed bead to roll down. Like so. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm grabbing it by the very end of the pin and I'm going to roll forward. Watch my hand roll forward like that. I'm going to release and you should have a little curl like that. I'm going to grab it by the top of the loop again and again roll forward. Roll my hand forward like so. And now it's starting to be a circle. So now I'm going to grab this again and roll forward. And one final time, because right now the beads are really loose on the bead and the bead caps are really loose on there. So I'm going to grab it one more time at the top and roll forward to make it nice and tight. Now you can see there's a little bit of wire sticking off there that could poke someone. So I'm going to take my wire cutters and just snip that off real quick. Maybe. These aren't my favorite. There we go. It worked though. So now there's nothing pokey sticking out that can hurt someone. Phew, it's hot. Okay. Now that I've showed you how to wire wrap the beads, we will put, I'm going to put this one here on a jump ring. Again, like I said, I use the 6mm heavy gauge jump rings. We're going to open it up. I take one pair of pliers and hold the jump ring with them. And then I take the other pair of pliers and then I just twist my right hand forward to open it just enough to get the wire wrapped bead or charm on the jump ring. So I'm going to put this on there. Trying to stay in camera and concentrate on what I'm doing. So there it's hanging, and now I'm going to close the jump ring by grabbing it with the pliers again, and I'm going to twist my hand back to close it. You want to make sure that it's closed well, that those two wire ends are, sorry I bumped the camera, are matched up as perfect as you can get them so that the bead doesn't fall off. I think the heavy gauge jump rings open and close a lot better than the normal gauge jump rings. Okay, so we've done all that. Now let's finish beading this chain. What I've done so far is I started putting these little beads on here. Now notice I'm not using any big bubblegum beads and I'm not using any heavy charms. It is a small, it's a small pin and it's going to be in a glue bottle, and if that glue bottle's near empty, if it's too heavy, it could tip the glue bottle over. So I like to keep them as light as I can. That's why I'm using the smaller beads and the not so heavy charms. Yeah. So I have these, I'm doing this one in like an all pink tones, except for this white tassel that I have on here. I have a flower shaped bead, and I have all of these fun beads here. And then, like I said, I picked out some charms that were lighter, on the lighter side, including the tassel and this little furry ball. I have this pink flower here, and I have this pink butterfly. I would say don't go above a 14mm bead. This berry bead is a 14mm, and I would not put anything bigger than this on there. But speaking of this bead in particular, let's go ahead and I've already put jump rings on all these beads, so we just have to open them and attach them to the chain. Oh, and I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you how to make a little box to hold this this dangle. I'm going to show you how to make the box for this when we're done. So that's why I kind of already half did some of this so that I would have time to show you the box to display this in. It's really cute, and I think it'll be easy for you to make. So I'm gonna just find my next jump ring or chain link that doesn't have anything on it, and I'm gonna attach this bead. I'm gonna close the jump ring. There we go. So I have this die, this little box die that I ordered on Amazon a long time, or not Amazon, on AliExpress a long time ago. And it's the perfect little size to house these glue pin stopper dangles. That's how I package them, and I think, and so based on the die that I have, I figured out how to show you how to make the box without the die. So super exciting. It's gonna be cute. And I just snipped too much off of that, so we're not gonna use that one. Which one should let's put the Hishi beads on. I did wire wrap a stack of these little Hishi beads. Put them on a jump ring. I think it's fun to have different bead styles and different charms on a dangle. So that's what we're doing. I do try to like, I'm gonna put this one on the left side of the chain because I put that prior bead on the right side of the chain. So I try to alternate the sides that I put the beads on, just so they're not all on one side and it gets too bulky on one side versus the other. So as you can see, it's coming along here. Focus, please. It's hard to kind of show, but that's what we got so far. We have, how many do we have left? We have one more bead to put on, and then we'll put on these charms. I think I'm going to use this. Ooh, I like this faceted pink bead here. We're going to put this one on last. And like I said, we will put on these two charms and call it a day on the beading part, because I'm going to show you how to make that box. But I wanted to take a minute to thank everyone. I am currently sitting at almost 900 subscribers. It's taken a long time to get from 500 to 1,000. Well, it feels like it anyways. So, and I never ask for people to subscribe, but I'm asking now. If you watch my channel on a regular basis and you're not subscribed, can you please take a second to hit the subscribe button? I'd really appreciate it. I want to thank all of my current subscribers. And especially all of you who comment regularly. You know who you are. I really appreciate you guys and all the encouraging words that you leave for me in the comments. I'm gonna put this charm down here towards the bottom, I think, on this right side. But yeah, you know who you are, the ones who leave comments regularly and thank me for my content and compliment my projects and all of that good stuff. I really appreciate you all. The reason I started my channel, yeah, it was kind of sort of so that I could show you guys my projects and hopefully inspire people. But the main reason I started my channel is because I like to help people. That's why I do so many tutorials, and I'm trying to start doing more of these craft with me style videos because I really like to help people. Before Madison, my special needs daughter, was born, I was going to be a nurse. And so like I've always had a desire to help people. And with Madison, when she was born, we realized that I was going to have to be a stay-at-home mom because of all the care she needed. And so I was not able to fulfill my dream of becoming a nurse. And so I started paper crafting about 3 years ago, and I was really lost. I didn't have any hobbies. I felt like I was a wife and a mom, and that was it. And so when I found paper crafting, I really found myself again. And after 3 years of learning all I have learned from watching YouTubers, I started my channel because I wanted to help people, new and old crafters alike, as much as I could. I really genuinely have a desire to help people, and I love being able to do this. Like I said, I am a stay-at-home mom, and both of my girls are in school all day, so I have time to craft, and I have time to do these swaps and run my YouTube channel, and I love it. I joke around with my husband and tell him that I craft like it's my full-time job. So that's why I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I I would like to, you know, have a little more notoriety, and I hope to, like, my next goal is to be on a design team, preferably for a dye company, like KS Craft or Scrap Diva, somebody like that. I would love to be on a design team. So that's why I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and get my watch time hours up. But yeah, I love what I'm able to do with my channel. So thank you all. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support that you show me. Here is the dangle on my glue stopper pen. Be careful not to poke yourself. Make sure you have a stainless steel pen, and that is how I make them. Okay, now I'm going to try to get some of this stuff out of the way and show you how to make the cutest little box to house the glue stopper pen. I'm just going to scoot this stuff to the side, and I will clean it up later. I'm also going to zoom the camera out some. There we go. Let me move all this stuff. There's so many supplies with beadwork, Okay, so this is the die that I bought on AliExpress a couple of years ago. I thought it was going to be bigger when I bought it, but it's not. It's about 5.5 inches wide by 5.5 inches tall. And it does come with all the layering pieces, which is fun. So I usually cut it out of either 110-pound cardstock, or I cut it out of this 80-pound basil cardstock. Now, I don't know if you can tell, this is the actual die cut. So I did cut it out, but then I said, you know what? I bet I can make it. And I did. You can hardly tell a difference. Yes, these are on different sides, but hey, it still works. It still closes up and functions perfectly. It closes like this, and then it has this little lip here that you can close the top. And so we're going to make the box, and then what you can do is now I use the die that comes with this set, but my thought process was that lots of people have rectangle dies that they could use to cut a window out if they wanted to. Now, you don't have to have a window in the box. It looks nice, and it displays nicely and stuff, but you don't have to have it. So if you have a small rectangle die, you can definitely place the die right here. Tape it. I would tape it down and then run it through your die cutting machine, so that okay guys, sorry, I'm back. I tried to turn my phone on airplane mode because I had forgot to do so, and it stopped recording. So I'm gonna have to try to edit these videos together. So sorry about that. Anyways, like I was saying, You can definitely use a small rectangle die to cut a window here if you'd like. And then you just cut a piece of acetate to fit inside and glue it on the inside. And you have yourself a nice little display box. So let's go ahead and get started on the tutorial for this little box. Like I said, I just used the die as a guide, and then figured out where to score it and all that good stuff. So you need a piece of cardstock. Like I said, I recommend either this 80-pound basil cardstock or 110-pound cardstock for a nice sturdy box. If you do it out of like a patterned paper, it's going to be really flimsy, and you're housing a metal dangle. And while it's not super heavy, you want a heavy cardstock to support it. Okay, so a piece of 80-pound or 110-pound cardstock, 5.5 by 5.5 inches. Okie dokie. 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. And you're going to put it on your scoreboard. I'm trying to find my scoring tool. Here's one. And we are going to score. Okay, so it doesn't matter. They're both 5.5 inches. So on one side, you are going to score at 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. Okay. Then we're going to score at 1. Then we're going to score at 2 7/8. 2 7/8, and then 3 5/8. 3 5/8. And then you're going to turn your paper to the other side, to the right, and you're going to score at 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch. 4 3/8. 4 3/8. And at 5 1/8. Okay. And get rid of your scoreboard. Let's go ahead and fold and crease all of our score marks. Fold and crease all the score marks. And by the way, if you wanted to add designer paper, like layering pieces, you could definitely measure these areas and figure them out. I'm sure you could figure it out. So now you should have a piece that looks like this. And we are going to do some cutting. So bear with me, because this is the only the second time I've done this. But we are going to firstly, let me do this. Okay, we're going to get rid of this little box. And we're going to get rid of this little box. We're going to get rid of this and this. And I think that's all we're getting rid of. So let's go ahead and cut these two little boxes off. You see right there. And then we're going to angle cut right here, because this is going to be a tab. Okay. Oh, that's right. We're going to get rid of this guy and this guy. Okay. So, snip them off. maybe. There we go. And we're going to snip this one off. And we're going to snip this one off. I'm going to angle cut this guy right here because this is our tab that tucks in and closes the box. So tab that guy right there. Let's get rid of this piece here. And then we're going to make some tabs, okay? So do a slight angle cut here, because this is going to be a tab. I'm going to do the little snippy snips there. We have a tab there. We have a tab here. So tab it. Little angle cut over here to make it a nice fancy tab. And now we're going to turn it to this side and make some more tabs. Oh, we just have one little guy to get rid of over here. And it's this 1/4 inch mark here. So snippy snip. I'm doing 2 angle cuts. Because this is a tab, and then this long piece here is a tab. It's a really long tab. Then we're going to make this a tab, so snippy snip. Do a little pizza slice out of there. I'm going to do a little pizza slice out of here. And one more. Finally, I'm going to do a diagonal cut over here. And there is our box. Now, if you have a rectangle or little shaped die that you can cut a window out of it with, like I did here with this shaped die that came with this die set in particular. Like I said, a nice rectangle die would work really well. You would need a die that is less than 1 7/8 inch wide and less than 3 5/8 inches tall. So that's how big the little box is. It's 3 5/8 by 1 7/8 once you fold it all up. Okay, so I'm going to set this to the side, and after I got something on here. Hold on. Where's my little eraser? Get that. I'm always losing stuff. There we go. Probably adhesive, yep. So there we go. I'm going to get that little spot off there. So after you cut your little window, you don't have to. Like I said, just a suggestion. If you have the die in your stash, go ahead and cut yourself a little window. And if you do cut yourself a little window, you're going to need a piece of acetate. And the acetate should be 3 1/2 inches by 1 3/4 inches. I know it's hard to see, but it's 3 1/2 inches by 1 3/4 inches. And what I'm going to do is just add glue inside. This is inside the box, okay? I'm going to add glue all around the edge of the window. And then add my acetate right in there. Press that down and let that dry. And while it's drying, we can start to close our box. We've got all our folds scored and creased. So this little tab, we're going to add glue here. And then we're going to fold this over so that it meets with the other side. So like this. And that should line up just about perfectly. And I'm going to use my bone folder to spread that glue around and press down well, because that's our main part of the box that's holding it together, right? Okay. And then you have one end that has this little closed opening and like this little tab that tucks in the top. Okay, that's the top of your box, and we're not going to glue that. Okay, we're going to leave this as the side that opens for the recipient. The other side, however, what we're going to do is fold one side down, and we're going to add some glue. I like to hide the tabs between these two bigger pieces, so I'm going to fold one longer side down, add the glue, and then tuck in the tabs, and then I'm going to add some glue on top of the tabs and fold this longer piece over. Like so. Oh, goodness. I tell you what, I'm gonna use my hot glue just because I need this to go a little faster. So I just added some hot glue. I'm closing that. I'm going to open this side and use my bone folder to press down inside of the box. Like so. And there we have the bottom of the box closed. And then this top part has a little tab that you tuck in to open and close it. And there you have your little homemade box for your dangle. It will fit right in there. Now, the other thing that I do to keep the dangle inside is I cut a piece of cardstock that is 3.5 inches by 1 3/4 inches. That will fit inside your box. Okay. That slides right down in there. And what I do is I take the pin and about an inch or so down, maybe an inch and a half down, I poke the pin through, and then I turn it, oh, it fell out. Poke the pin through, and then on the other side, I poke it back through the front, and we have a little display paper that's holding the pin. Now, if you have the little pin, like the pokey tool ends or the earring backs, I do have some. I just don't know where mine are at the moment. Those little protectors, I would definitely put a protector on there now. After you've put it through the paper, it'll help hold it on. And then you can slide this into your box. Okay, so we need to go down a little more than what I went down. So let's go for about 2 inches down. Perhaps that will look better in the window. Yes. It does look better. There we have it. Of course, that fuzzy ball should be at the bottom. But it's getting caught. Okay. Let's slide it in there gently. Struggles, right? Hey, it's a craft with me. Okay. There we go. Doesn't it look so pretty? It's the perfect size, and it's a great way to display a little glue stopper, glue pin unclogger, whatever you want to call it, dangle charm. Perfect way to display it and gift it to a crafty friend. So there we have it, guys. That's how I make the little glue stopper pins and the little box that I house them in for sending in Happy Mail, and I hope this helped. Like I said, Marie, hi Marie, if you're watching, thanks for requesting the tutorial. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for your love and support, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.